Hello my Wolfpack and welcome to a brand new video. So today we are covering the team builder for the Phantom Little Cup League or the PLCL, and this week we are versing Awesome Geo 18 and the LA Shaymins. So this team is terrifying. I'm going to be honest, I've already had the match. I really need to get into the habit of recording these videos before I've had the match because at the minute I'm doing an awful job of it. But yeah, we've got the LA Shaymins that which we are battling, and yeah, I could show you what my prep sheet looks like. So basically, every week I do some prep for everything, and yeah, so I do tons and tons. Well, not tons and tons, but if I find Geo, so I'll quickly show you on the screen just what my team building looks like, just in case you're curious. I know many people probably aren't curious, but that's the one I want. So essentially, yeah, lots and lots of stuff going on here. I kind of start off by going through my team versus their team and what looks good and what doesn't look good. So on this one, I do red, yellow, green, so I just find it a lot easier to be able to look and see, oh, Porygon is absolutely amazing in this matchup. Oh, Rufflet's really good in this matchup as well. Trapinch, whilst it has 3 reds, it also has the rest of them as green, it has 7 greens. So that's kind of like how I have made things. And then what I do is I take down the 6 Pokemon that I am going to choose. I did have, I had Solosis here, and I got rid of Solosis for LGM. That was the big trade that I did last week. And yeah, so I basically then go down, I put my team together, and I decide kind of what moves are best, and I did start writing down whether things for one-hit KOs or not. So I actually need a drink in there as well. But yeah, so that's kind of what my prep looks like, and then below I had like the sets that I had, which I'll kind of talk about in momentarily. So let's go back to the team building part. So yeah, Awesome Geo and the LA Shaymins. I did a lot of prep for this. I literally must have sat there for about, well, I reckon I did about 4 hours worth of prep for this one because it is a terrifying team. There is no way around it. It's terrifying. He has Corsola, Galarian Corsola, which obviously in most leagues probably would be banned, but you know, we tried it out. And this is what the funny thing is that Geo was the 10th pick, and he got Corsola G and Cypher in both his back-to-back picks, which I found absolutely hilarious. People are moaning about, but people have moaned about it, saying that his team's broken, but he was literally the 10th pick, so anyone could have gone for any of these two Pokemon. The available list was there, so honestly, yeah. So you got Galarian Corsola, Cypher, which is just a terrifying Pokemon in general. Larvitar, which I'm not really too worried about. We've got Skrelp, which actually kind of wrecks my team up. Hatena, which I'm not worried about as well. Bulbasaur, again, can cause a lot of problems for me. Helioptile, if it's scarfed, can be a problem. Pawniard, not really scaring me. Ponyta, the fact that he's brought Ponyta to every single one of his matches and he really likes to get sweeps with Ponyta, I definitely think that that's coming. So that's one thing. And he has got a Squirtle there as well. So initially, kind of my thoughts are the Corsola G and the Cypher 100% come. They 110% they're appearing. Skrelp realistically will come because it can just tear through my team. If it's gone unchecked. So that's 3 of the Pokemon that I'm 99% sure are coming. Bulbasaur I reckon could come as well because Bulbasaur again just puts in the work against my team. Even if I don't know if I actually have many Pokemon that deal with Bulbasaur. Like LGM is basically the only Pokemon that can deal with Bulbasaur easily. Helioptile, I could definitely see Scarf Helioptile coming because Scarf Helioptile outspeeds a Scarf Ruffler, and it will also outspeed my Staryu, which honestly I'm not going to Scarf. I haven't Scarfed it, so yeah. And then Ponyta, I could definitely see coming, and I did write down Pawniard as a potential, even though it's 4 times weak to Scraggy, and I do have like stuff to get around it, like a Rufflet with close combat can deal with it. Trapinch's Earthquake. So honestly, not sure it'll come, but I think it might be a really good counter to my LGM because honestly, LGM can put in some work if he brings certain Pokemon. So if he brings Skrelp and Bulbasaur, I think he kind of has to bring Pawniard because having that opportunity to have the Psychic type moves could really wreck him. So, my team, let's start off. Basically this week, my whole team is going for Trick Room. Honestly, Trapinch and Trick Room basically destroys this team. Honestly, I think it one-hit KOs everything except the Corsola and the Squirtle. Like, I think it, maybe the Bulbasaur, but honestly, yeah, Trapinch can go to town in a Trick Room with this team. So, yeah. First up, we've got Porygon with an Eviolite and Download, and the Download is there hopefully to get the increase in the special attack. It would be really nice because that basically means I will be able to potentially sweep with Porygon behind a Trick Room. I think +1, or no, I think Shadow Ball 2-hit KOs the Corsola regardless, unless it's like max HP, max special defense. Cypher goes down to a Thunderbolt. I'm not sure if I need a Download for that. But I might do, I can't remember. Larvitar, I think, goes down to no, maybe a +1 Thunderbolt, I think. Skrelp goes down to a Thunderbolt straight away, I think. Hatena goes to a Shadow Ball. Bulbasaur does not like the Tri-Attack. I think it's a one-hit KO if it's +1, or 2 hits if it's not +1. Helioptile, Tri-Attack does a lot of damage, but I don't think it takes out. Pawniard is a problem with Porygon. Pawniard can actually come in and like semi-wall my Porygon. Porygon has Thunderbolt, so it can actually start doing damage, but I haven't got any reliable recovery, and I'm pretty sure Pawniard gets fighting type moves. So that's kind of why I've chalked parts of the reason I've chalked up Pawniard, because it's one of the few Pokemon that can really like counter my Porygon. Ponyta, honestly, I'm not too worried about. I think like +1 Tri-Attack takes it out. And Squirtle, a Thunderbolt. I think a +1 Thunderbolt is needed to take out Squirtle, but honestly, yeah, Porygon's looking really good as long as I can get a Trick Room set up. The Cypher is still quite scary, but with the Eviolite, I only take like 50% damage from a Dual Wing Beat. And if he decides to try and set up a Swords Dance in front of my Porygon, I will get a free Trick Room up, or I will be able to get a free Thunderbolt off, which will take him out. So basically, I have all of my Pokemon have some form of taking out Cypher, like, under a Trick Room. Like, it is absolutely ridiculous. Except for Ruffler. Ruffler has a bit of a different scenario to it. Basically, I've gone for Bulk and Special Attack here. I went for the minus speed because obviously Trick Room. There is something in the match that does not tilt me, per se, but it does mess with me ever so slightly. And it does actually result in a really weird situation, but you'll find out about that when you watch the match. But yeah, that's Porygon. Porygon's going to put in the work, I think. Porygon could be really cool. Also, I should say that Porygon is probably going to be one of my leads, or the opportunity for a lead. Wow, I've been going for like 8 minutes already, Jesus. Yeah, so Porygon is potentially going to be my lead because Geo, all bar 1 week, has led with Corsola. And I watched the one where he led with something different, and he regretted not leading with Corsola, so I honestly expect Corsola to be the lead. But just in case of the Cypher, I may end up going with Ruffler. I'm not sure yet. I haven't really made my mind up. Now we've got Scraggy as our second Pokemon. Now Scraggy actually does really well in Trick Room as well. It can kind of just destroy this team. We've got Choice Band and Moxie. So if Choice Band, it can take out quite a lot of different Pokemon. We've got Moxie, which will increase up our attack stat by 1 stage each time that we are taking out a Mon. So honestly, Scraggy could get a potential sweep here if the right Mon comes in first. Knockoff to get rid of items, like that's destroying Corsair essentially. I think if I've got a +1 in Moxie, I do take out the Corsair in 1 hit. Obviously, Corsair's not going to want to stay in against me, so there's that. Drain Punch, it can take out a variety of Pokemon. I've put Ice Punch on there purely for the Cypher and the Bulbasaur. Yeah, just both of those on there make it a lot easier to be able to take out those. And then Zen Headbutt is there for the Skrelp, because the Skrelp could be a problem. And even the Bulbasaur gets taken by the Zen Headbutt as well. EVs, I've kind of maxed out my attack, and then I've put some defensiveness in myself because I need to be able to live a couple of hits if I can't get the Trick Room up. But honestly, if I put Scraggy in the Trick Room, it can potentially come in and just sweep. Like, even if I've got rid of like the Corsola, I think a Drain Punch will destroy more or less everything. So honestly, Scraggy's looking really nice as well. But I do rely on the Trick Room this week rather than go for like Dragon Dance or something, which I did consider. But then I thought, no, if that Cypher just comes in, even at a +1 in my speed, I can't outspeed the Cypher. So that was just a problem for me because realistically the Cypher would then come in, and if he sees me Dragon Dance, he's not going to let me get another Dragon Dance up, so he'll just dual wing beat. He won't risk the Swords Dance, I don't think. So yeah, that is Scraggy. Next up, we have Ruffler. Now, Rufflet is mostly here just for the Cypher, but it also has the ability to take out a variety of Pokemon. So I'll put Shadow Claw on here for the Corsair and the Hatena. Brave Bird just hits a lot of the Pokemon for a lot of damage. Things like Bulbasaur. So this could deter the Bulbasaur a little bit, but I think Bulbasaur can still put in work on my team. Or on his team, sorry. I've gone for the Choice Scarf here. Now, the Choice Scarf is in case I can't get up a Trick Room. Let's say both my Trick Room users die, because I have got 2 users this week, and the Cypher's still around. I honestly will need something that can just come in and take out the Cypher. I know Geo has run Stealth Rocks a couple of times, so this could be a problem for Ruffler, and that's why I did consider going for Focus Sash instead. Because there was a chance I do live a dual wing beat, but the Focus Sash would make sure that I do live it. No, it wouldn't, because it's 2 hits. I just realised. Like, that would be a bad strat. But yeah, I went for Choice Scarf. I did consider Hustle, but I thought, honestly, I'm going to have one shot with that Cypher, and if I miss it, the game's done. So I thought Keen Eye works the best here. Brave Bird just destroys most things. The possible Scarf Helioptile is very scary here. There's a 95% chance, I think, that the Helioptile is going to be Scarfed. If I was doing this match, I would 100% Scarf my Helioptile 100% of the time. Like, it is just something that would make a huge difference. But yeah, that's basically Ruffler. We've got the U-turn there just in case I do decide to lead Ruffler and he goes into like Corsola or something. I can't see him leading with something like Squirrel or Larvitar. Actually, I could see him leading potentially with Larvitar because I have led with Ruffler basically every week. So yeah, it's getting a little bit predictable, so I need to stop doing that because people are just going to expect me to do it. Although Rufflet can kind of take out its weaknesses, like Ice types and Rock types are taken out by the close combat typically, unless it's like, you know, a weird Pokemon. Like, unless it's like a Pokemon that's sturdy or something. But yeah, Choice Scarf's there purely to outspeed the Cypher. And like, yeah, Choice Scarf Helioptile outspeeds me, so that is a bit of a problem, but we have Trapinch to be able to deal with that. Now, Trapinch will obviously take the Electric-type attacks, and Trapinch, as I said, it really goes in on a Trick Room. I think the only Pokemon that's really kind of somewhat a problem, I think there's 2 Pokemon. There's Squirtle, but I honestly see Squirtle coming instead of Squirtle. I don't think Squirtle comes. And Corsola, I think, takes like 2, maybe 3. I think it's like a 50% chance that it takes 2 crunches, obviously depending on where it is. I think I calced it as max defense just in case, but yeah, that's something that I thought. I've got Expert Belt, so that increases up the attack power a little bit. Arena Trap to stop him from switching out, because let's say that I get the Cypher, I'm under a Trick Room. I don't want him going anywhere because I want to get that Rock Slide off. That Rock Slide 100% of the time takes out Cypher. But yeah, for Corsola we've got the Crunch, Cypher, Rock Slide. Larvitar, we've got Earthquake, which I think OHKOs it. Skrelp, OHKO. I think Skrelp wasn't quite OHKO'd by an Earthquake, depending on what it's using. If it's got an Eviolite, then it takes an Earthquake, but if it hasn't, then it goes down. Hatena goes down to a Crunch every time. Bulbasaur, I think, was a bit of a problem. I think 2 Earthquakes took it out, so, you know, it's not a good thing. Helioptile just goes straight down to an Earthquake. Pawniard goes straight down to an Earthquake. Ponyta goes straight down to an Earthquake. And then Squirtle, I think, needed an Earthquake and a quick attack there as well. So, yeah, I think we've got a good working team here. Good working Trapinch. I think that it will do a lot of damage to a lot of different Pokemon. At least that's kind of my thoughts and my hopes. Honestly, if I get a Trick Room up and I have the right Pokemon there, if there's not the Bulbasaur and not the Squirtle, I can just get a Trick Room up and more or less sweep with Trapinch, I think. I might need some chip damage on the Corsola and maybe something on the Skrelp, but I can do it. I can smash it out with Trapinch. Trapinch can do a lot of damage. Next, we've got Staryu. Now, Staryu is just going to be another fantastic Pokemon. This is a Pokemon that's not going to respond well to the Trick Room, but I had to have like 2 different scenarios just in case both my Trick Room users go down or I just can't run Trick Room for whatever reason. We've got Surf. Now, Surf just typically does damage to a lot of different Pokemon. Thunderbolt, which will hit the Cypher very nicely, and also the Skrelp and the Squirtle. The Skrelp, I think, can do like 70% to us or something. With Sludge Wave, which is kind of scary, but it shouldn't be too bad. We've got Ice Beam, which is a powerful Ice-type attack. Obviously, it hits the Bulbasaur and again the Cypher, if I predict that coming in. And then I went for Psychic on here. I can't remember why I went for Psychic. Just looking down here. I think I went Psychic again for the Bulbasaur and maybe the Skrelp, just in case. It was like a toss-up of whether the Skrelp or the Bulbasaur comes in, because then I get super effective on it. Originally, I did put down Shadow Ball, but then I found out Staryu doesn't learn Shadow Ball, and I was kind of shocked, because I always thought it learned Shadow Ball, but, you know, it doesn't. I've got Life Orb on here again. Now, this is a really typical set for me with Staryu. I've ran this set basically 5 weeks in a row, and I think I've only varied like 1 move on it. But Staryu can definitely put in the work this week, I think. If I can get rid of the Cypher, then it kind of picks up kills for free. And finally, we have got our new Pokemon, LGM. Now, the reason I got rid of Solosis is because Solosis's defenses were 45 and 45, or like 35 and 45 or something. It was really low, and basically, it just wouldn't live any hits whatsoever. LGM, on the other hand, has higher defenses and will start living different hits. And it works really well in a Trick Room. We've got Berry Juice, allowing for us to heal ourselves up at least once. I've put Recover on here also, again allowing us to heal ourselves up. And our attacking moves are for Psychic and Thunderbolt. Psychic actually takes out most of his team with 1 hit, and then Thunderbolt is there for the Cypher in case I get stuck with it. I know there's been a joke made that if I can take out Cypher with the LGM, then I should just win the season straight up, and I kind of want to do it. I might have done it, but you don't know. You go watch the match. Go watch the match if you're not watching this the day it's uploaded. And then I've just gone for like a bulky special sweeper on this thing. So yeah, we're running like Trick Room scenario this week for 4 of our Pokemon, and then 2 of our Pokemon are just going to be standard. But Staryu does have the analytic on it, so if it does end up that it is in a Trick Room, then it can take a hit hopefully and just do more damage. So honestly, it's not the worst payoff in the world. But yeah, very, very scary team. Honestly, I'm really, really scared. It relies on me being able to get a Trick Room up. Essentially, I need to get Trick Room up, and then things like Porygon and Trapinch can just basically sweep the team. But that is all for today, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you soon.